Today we are going to use a grid. So if you look at your math skills book, we have the same map as 2 days ago. We have Maple City. Now on this map, you guys notice that it has a grid. The lines running up and down and across on the map create patterns of squares. Each square has a letter and a number. Let's use the grid to find the zoo. Find the letter on the top of the grid and then find the number along the side. Put your fingers on it and move them down until you are even with the letter. I should say the number. So, watch Mrs. Murphy. I'm going to wait till I see everyone's eyes. Okay, if I want to find the zoo, I put one finger. Well, I find the zoo here. And I put one finger at the top. And I go up. And then I put my other finger here. And when I meet at the zoo, I can see that the zoo is at C1. The zoo is at C1. So you take your one finger does your letters, and the other finger does your numbers. And where they meet, you will have a letter and a number. Willis.
I already know how to play.
Okay, but some of your friends don't, honey. I'm glad you do, but some of your friends don't know how to play, and we got to teach them. Okay, now, the first question says, find something that is in each box. So these boxes are kind of big. So there can be more than one thing in a box. But the first one they want you to do is to find E2. So right now, put your finger on E, and then put your other finger on 2, and then have a meet. All right, then look at that box. Raise your hand if you can find something in that box for E2. Mason, what did you find? A church. Is there anything else you could put? Hayden.
You could not.
What was that, Hayden?
You could not.
Maybe.
No. Wait, you can do D too.
Yeah, there's really some houses that are kind of in the middle of it.
Half the house.
Yeah, half a house. So really, I think the only thing we could put for E2 is a church.
Hospital too.
No.
Hospital is in a different one.
Yep, hospital's not in E. The hospital's in D. Yep.
D.
So a number 1 behind it says E2. You're gonna spell the word church. C-H-U-R-C-H. So write that on number 1.
Let's see.
Okay, number 2 says to find C3. So put your one finger on C and put your other finger on 3 and have a meet. And what do you find for C3? I did email Mrs. Mollinger. So who could find on C3? Louis, what do you think? Sure.
Yeah. I know what it's called.
There is a house.
But that house is 3/4.
But what would be the better thing? Yeah. What is that? You know what that is? If you don't, good job. If you didn't know, look at your feet. So on C3, there is part of the house again, but we're gonna put city hall.
It's like 3/4 of a house. 1/4 out, 3/4 in.
Okay.
The last one's easy. Okay, just
every day.
H-A-L-L. This? G3. H-A-L-L.
Can't
C.
be H-A-L-L. That wouldn't be a movie. That would be.
H-A-L-L.
Yep, and here's your square. So what is inside this square? Yep. Yep. Definitely. Yep, but we're gonna put one thing, City Hall. That's what they're looking for. There is a house too, though.
I already
Okay,
put
number 3 says D4. So put your finger on D and your finger on 3 and bring them together and look to see in this square.
It's D.
Oh, D4. Is it D4?
Yeah.
Oh, no wonder why. Mrs. Murphy's like, there's nothing there. D, go down to 4.
There's a house in it.
Now, mine is
There's
kind of
2.
cut off.
There's 2.
Well,
Mine-
in the one she looked.
Mine's kind of cut off. But what do you guys, what kind of?
There's 2.
Ours is cut off. too.
Your guys is cut off too, I guess.
There's only 2 houses.
What is only there?
2
Two
houses.
houses, right? So that's the only thing on D4
2
is,
houses.
you can write the number
Houses.
2 houses.
I just said houses.
Okay?
I put 2 in houses.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll put 2. Yeah. I just like.
Okay, now, when you have these 3 done, Carson, you don't have any done. When you have these 3 done, raise your hand, I'm gonna come check it, and then I'm gonna have you close your book, and then I'm gonna show you what you're gonna do on IXL. You can shut, 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 you can shut,
I'm all what? Mine's already shut.
you can shut, you can shut, you can shut yours, you can shut yours, you can shut.
Let's go.
You can shut, let me finish that. No, you need them right here.
I know.
Okay. Next time Tyson and Kirsten, Mrs. Murphy's not gonna wait for you. Because you guys should be doing them as I'm doing them. I know Charlotte was and Libby was, but I know you two were waiting.
Do we have to go on to social studies?
Wait for instructions. Okay, shut them. Okay,
Or
before
like,
Oh, I'm sorry, brother. I missed you. That's okay. You're like in the best waiting spot. Okay, thanks, Charlotte. You can shut yours. Okay. I'll come help you in a minute. Now, what you're going to do today, this is new. You are going to look up here. You're going to go to IXL. But you're not going to go to language arts. Brooklyn and Libby. You're not going to math. You're going to go to social studies. And on social studies, there are only 2 that are yellow. And they're working on letter grids. And so you're going to go to A1 first. You must master A1 in order to play Battleship tomorrow. So watch, this is different. So we're going to get started. You need to answer 3 questions in a row correctly. So look up here. This one says select column 3. So columns go down. So would it be this one? Is that 3?
No.
Brooklyn, why are you on this?
I'm looking for it.
Okay, I didn't say to look for it yet. Look up here so you know what to do. Is that column 3?
No.
Is that column 3?
Yes.
So it's checking to know, do you know your columns and your rows? Select row B. Well, that's easy. All you need to kind of click on is the row going across, B. Okay?
Keep it up.
Select row C. I'm going to click there. That is C going across. Now, I'm on to stage 2. So this is different than math and reading.
Yeah.
You have to master the stages. And again, I have to get 3 in a row correctly to move on to the next stage. Okay? So this is checking to see if you know your rows and columns. Okay? Question, Raylan.
One time you said just do done for me because it was yellow.
Okay, then you don't have to do this one. You just have to do A2. Okay, so you got to master this to 100. Then I want you to go on to A2. And A2 is the fun one. This is where you get to figure out what is in the rows and columns. So look at A. So A going across, I have a park, a fire department, a theater, and a diner. So look here. I have a theater, the grocery store, the police department, the library. Which one going across is an A? What do you think, Kaden?
The theater.
The theater. So then I tap it, and then I submit it. Okay? So you are going to try to use this coordinate graph, the columns and the rows, to figure out where everything is located. Question, Ellie?
Should I get my iPad?
Sure. One more thing. Whenever we do our coordinate grid, if we're trying to find something like today, we always say the letter first and then the number. You never say the number then the letter. Just remember, the alphabet comes first and then numbers. Okay? All right, go ahead and go. I want you to see if you can get A1 and A2 done.
Miss Murphy, can I go home?
Nope, stay at your desk.